When did you say, hey, I think I could make money doing this? And then we have Randy, and Randy is a fishing captain down in beautiful Port Aransas, Texas. And how long have you been a fishing captain down there?
Actual full-time, the last 5 years. Been fishing there for 27.
And the name of this place, your fishing place?
Red Tag Guide Service.
Red Tag Guide. How'd you come up with Red Tag?
Well, it's kind of simple. There's a CCA tournament that they release 60 tagged redfish from Louisiana to Mexico. And if you're entered in the tournament, you got to be entered in the Star and the CCA. And if you catch a tagged redfish and release it and everything else, you win a boat and a truck.
So they release 60 fish?
They release 60 fish.
And from Louisiana to Mexico?
From Louisiana to Mexico. So it's like getting struck by lightning.
Holy crap.
We call it the fish lottery.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically luck. I mean, it's not.
There's no skill.
There's no skill in that.
Right place, right time.
That's it, 100%.
Yeah.
So.
And did you catch one?
I caught one.
Ooh, tell this story.
All right. This story starts, let me back it up even further. When I was a kid, my grandparents lived right around the corner from me. He was from Mississippi, loved to hunt and fish, so I was a block away. Back then, we could ride bicycles all over town, no big deal. Grew up in East Texas and Texarkana, and, you know, I spent a majority of my time with my grandpa or my dad fishing and hunting.
Yeah.
Dad didn't hunt. Dad was a fisherman. He liked to fish, so that's where it started. I can remember being at the lake. We had a lake house, and I can remember one time we went to the lake, and we were having a fish fry, and we could not catch fish to save our lives.
No red tag?
No red tags, no nothing. And my grandpa said, let's go down here and talk to this guy. And I still remember it, that we called him Catfish Charlie. He was a old man that all he did was catfish, and he supplied catfish for everybody. And I told myself back then, I said, that's the job I want.
Really?
I want to catch fish.
At what age?
Oh, I was like 5 or 6. But I was like, that's the job, you know? You supply fish for people.
Yeah.
And come to find out, he was doing it illegally the whole time. But
a lot of fishermen do stuff illegally, apparently.
Yeah, apparently. So that's kind of where the whole thing really started. I wanted, you know, and, you know, when you're that young, you don't think that you're going to live that dream for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And it took me, 30 years before I finally made it happen, where I could actually go out and make a living out of it. But that's how it all started. Then I guess it was, 2018, somewhere right around there, 17 or 18, somewhere around there. My dad's best friend gave me a boat. It's a 1980 Alumacraft with a 9-horse on the back of it. Mm-hmm. It is absolutely a dream boat. I mean, that's what I started in, and I fished that boat all the time.
And this was just on your own fishing? And
yeah, this had nothing to do with
work.
This was just get off work, go fish, take the wife fish, and fishing, and we just went all over Port Aransas. I mean, people would see us in that thing, and they're like, oh, my God, he's going to die. I'd go down the channel, past the Coast Guard in this thing, waves coming over the top of it. I mean, it was at top speed. It ran like 21 miles an hour, but it had to be glass.
Yeah.
And it was a little scary in spots. I mean, once you got across the channel, you were good to go, because I could run in the oysters and everything else. We'd get stuck. I'd just get out of the boat and pull it across to the other side and keep going. We'd find new water.
Yeah.
That's how I learned how to fish down there. I mean, it wasn't like somebody just took me out there and said, hey, I'm going to show you how to fish. It was get in the boat, go, and here's a map, and
Figure it out on
figure
your
it out
own.
on your own.
A map before GPS.
Oh yeah, it's still got all the old school markers on it from try here, try there. Like it's really old
Do y'all
school.
still have that boat?
Still got it.
Oh shit.
I'm not gonna sell it. I'm not gonna sell it. It's over at the storage unit right now.
Yeah. So you weren't fishing for a living. Life gets in the way, right? You got to make money.
Gotta
You
make
raise a
money.
golf kid. Now you're grandparents. What were you doing?
I was welding at one point, and I welded for 15 years for the same company. And then when we actually put the plan in place to move in this direction, I took another job in Corpus. I was in Austin. So I took the job in Corpus to try and get a little closer to the water and everything. And daughter was off at college. And so we made the move to Corpus. And then I started working there and moved to Port A. Started fishing more and more and more, and
Just on your own?
just on my own. I never hired a guide. I fished with one guide through somebody else, but I never went out and hired a guide and done it that way. I just always said, I'm going to try this on my own and figure it out.
Were y'all fishing like every day after work or every weekend, or what were you doing?
No, it was every day after work. We would show up, go down to Wilson's Cut. There was a dirt boat ramp down there.
Yeah.
We'd put in at the dirt boat ramp. We destroyed a Jeep in the process, driving through salt water for the first 5 years. I mean,
Gosh.
there was nothing left of that Jeep.
And what were you doing? You're at your job, and run through the transition of, what you were thinking at your normal job, and then, what kind of got the wheels turning on, what I think I'm going to start taking people fishing for a living.
All right, so the starting point when I moved down here to Corpus was I had a plan set up that I wanted to do this full time. I mean, that was going to be the end game. And we moved to Corpus. I started working for a rebar company, selling rebar. I really liked that job. I had a good time at it and everything.
Yeah.
And me and the owner were friends. We're still friends to this day. And then I got that dreaded phone call one day. Dad called me. He was like, "What are you doing?" And I could hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Just to let you know, I'm not feeling good." Calls me back the next day. Got cancer. 4 weeks later, he was in a hospice. And me and Dad talked every day. I mean, we went through looking at boats. When I buy something, I'm not a rush guy. I will look for a year and a half till I find the absolute perfect boat that I think's perfect. And me and him, we went back and forth, and I couldn't find one. I was just like, this was perfect, but it's missing one thing, So in my eye, they did not make the perfect boat.
Yeah.
I wanted something to go shallow. I wanted something to go deep. There was just not that boat. We looked every day. And then once he got sick, I drove up to Amarillo, and I saw him in hospice, and he was still with us. I mean, he could sit here and talk like me and you were. Wasn't like this, but I mean, he could still communicate. And he said, "Make me a promise." And I said, "What's that?" He said, "Get your captain's license and make a run on it."
Good.
I said, "I can't afford it." I mean, the upfront cost to become a fishing guide is crazy, because you're going to spend 80 to 100 grand on a good boat.
Minimum now.
Yeah, minimum.
I can't believe that those things are so expensive, and they're just going nuts.
They are. So he died, and I went for probably 7 months. My stepmom calls me. "You start your class yet?" And I said, "Nope." She goes, you made a promise. I said, okay. So I got with Amy. We signed up for captain's class on a Monday. Went to work Tuesday. She went to the bank. She lined everything up. Friday afternoon, I'm buying a boat. So we got this covered. So Friday afternoon, no, excuse me, Thursday. That was Thursday. I was supposed to pick the boat up Thursday. Thursday, my truck driver was running late, and I wasn't going to leave him at the yard by himself, so I just waited on him. I said, I'll pick it up Friday. Friday, the kids call, daughter and boyfriend at the time. They call, say, hey, we're coming. Okay. So call my boss. I said, hey, taking off at noon today. He goes, why? I said, I'm going to go catch one of those red tag redfish.
Oh, shit.
He goes, I hope you do. So I go home. There's a repair guy at the house. He fixes what he's at. And he was 2 hours late, so I was madder than all get out. Wyatt shows up. Let's go fishing. I'm like, dude, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We are not going to catch anything. But Amy's like, take the boy fishing. Okay. I leave the house. No sunglasses, no hat, no nothing. I am still mad as all get out. Launch the boat, get in the water, take off, go to the first spot.
Is this the new boat?
No, this is the aluminum
The
boat.
aluminum boat.
Yep.
Yeah.
So this is Friday at like 3:15 in the afternoon.
My time to fish.
Second cast of the day, set the hook in a fish, start reeling it in, and I see it. Are we allowed to cuss on here?
Yeah.
All right.
We can say whatever we want.
All right, so I'm reeling it in. I look and I see that fish, and I said, White, get the net. And he said, what? I said, get the fucking net. He nets this fish, and he goes, whoa. And I'm like, yeah, whoa. He looks and he goes, is that a tag? And I said, yes. And I went and started shaking. I thought I was having a heart attack because I knew right then and there, I was like, this is a brand new boat and truck. This is a $100,000 piece of plastic. And she sent me the rules for the tournament. You have to do a live release on camera and this and that. So I'm like, okay, we got to calm down. So Wyatt's up there Googling on his phone, trying to figure out how to live release this fish and make sure we do everything right. So we get everything done, release the fish. He's like, are we going to keep fishing? I'm like, oh, no, we're going back. We got to turn this thing in.
We need a boat.
Yeah. So we drive all the way back to the boat ramp, put the boat on the trailer, call the wife. She's making sure that she signed me up for the tournament. She's freaking out because she can't remember if she signed me up. Thank goodness I was. So we went up to Woody's. Glenn comes up there. It's the first fish he had ever done like this because of the tag fish. So halfway back to Woody's, Wyatt looks over at me and goes, well, the only reason I wanted to go fishing today was to ask you to marry your daughter.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, oh, okay, bud, whatever you want. He goes, awesome. He goes, I just inherited a new boat. I'm like, good Lord. So we got that signed in and everything, you know, and then they call me Friday afternoon, like right after this. The CCA calls me and goes, hey, we need you in Houston for a polygraph on Monday morning at 8 o'clock.
Wow.
And I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, it's mandatory. You got to go.
Wow.
So I'm like freaking out all weekend. I mean, we're partying it up. Just, I'm like, then Monday morning hits me. I'm like, got nothing to hide, but good Lord, you know, like this is a lot of pressure, you know? So went in, did the polygraph.
They hook you up to wires and
You got a vest on. You've got suction cups all over your body. Pad under your feet. You have to take your shoes off and everything. You're just in this room. This guy's just questioning you. And he asks you the same question like 4 times, 4 different ways. It just, you know, it makes you nervous.
yeah.
But we passed that with flying colors and then ended up winning a brand new F-150. It was the Texas edition, extended cab 4-wheel drive.
When you win a boat in a truck, what's something you didn't know about winning him?
$34,000 in taxes.
Yeah.
They hit you hard.
Yeah. I won a new car one time. My buddy put my name in a drawing. He worked at World Car Kia, and this is one of my best buddies. He's passed away, but so he put my name in a drawing, and I'm up in Canada with one of my buddies, Parker, fishing. And this is before cell phones. So I checked my voicemail, and it was Randy Carroll. It says, "This is Randy Carroll with World Car Kia and KJ97. You won a brand new car." And I thought, "Oh man, my buddy Graham is really putting me together, right?"
Yeah.
Well, the next voicemail was, "Graham, dude, you won the fucking car. I swear to God, if you didn't win, you could get whatever, blah, blah, blah. You won the car. You have 7 days to call. You've got to call." I'm like, "Oh shit." So I didn't have any money. I mean, I just nothing. But then boom, there's the taxes, $800, and ended up I got the car and traded it in, and then I paid off credit card bills and had maybe a couple grand left over. But it sure is nice to win that shit. But they don't tell you about the taxes, do they?
Not at all.
Oh,
And here's another thing they don't tell you. When you win the boat and truck,
yeah.
which it's fine. I mean, Ford picked up the tax, title, and license on the truck.
They did?
Yes.
Well, that was nice.
That was nice of them. And then if you're the first one of the year, Haney donates the boat. So it's a donation. The trailer's a donation, but the motor wasn't. So you have to pay the taxes on the motor. But here's the kicker. When you get the boat, you think, "I'm going to crank it up and go fishing, whatever." Oh, no. You got to have a battery. You got to do all the service work. You got to buy a prop. There's a bunch of stuff that's not in on the boat.
Oh, crap.
Yeah,
I just want to fish.
exactly.
So you're stuck in the aluminum boat with this nice boat with no prop for a while.
Yeah, so I had to send it to Chris's, and they fixed it up for, it took them about a week to get it all dialed back in.
I seen the Chris's Marine in Aransas Pass. Is that like the place to take your boat?
It's the only Haney dealer in the country. So they actually own Haney.
Oh.
So, but I've switched from, I ran the Haney for a while, got out of the Haney. I bought my dream boat. I've got a Mayak Illusion now, 25.5 foot.
Did you fish professionally out of the boat that you won, or how did you start getting into actually turning your dream of being a fisherman, a captain, a guide into reality? What was your first fishing trip?
First fishing trip was out of the Haney. I did fish out of that. I fished out of that boat for a year and a half. I put roughly 800 hours on that boat in a year and a half. And, it just started. We had a goal the first year. If we could run 100 trips, we'd be in good shape, and blew that out of the water.
Well, what was the transition like from, selling rebar into the actually working for yourself? What was that process like?
That was a rough process because when I got my captain's license, I had to go to school for a week, and you got to have 365 days of service on the water before you can do it. And once I got all that done, went to school, got my captain's license, passed. But the problem was the U.S. Coast Guard was backed up 6 months, which I did not know.
Of course they are.
So I missed my first summer, June, July, and August. Half of August. I got a little bit of August in there. So the first year was just kind of August, September, October, November, But it was a rough because the wife was teaching. That was the only income we had for 6 months, I guess. Yeah, 6 months. And it was, just do what you got to do to make it work, though.
Did you just tell them at work that you're done, put in your 2 weeks or a month notice and say, "I'm going to become a fishing guide"?
I think I gave them a month or two. I think I gave them 2 months.
What did they have? What did people say about that? A lot of times, whenever you're telling people you're going to start your own business, everybody doubts you.
Oh, well, I had all the naysayers. I mean, our friends were even like, "Man, there's so many fishing guides here in Port A. You know, it's gonna be tough. It's gonna." And I'm not saying it's not tough. If you want to, it's just like anything in life. If you want it, you got to go out there and get it. I mean, you don't buy a boat and become a fishing guide, and then people just, hey, we want to go fishing with you.
Well, you could probably book one trip every 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah,
But you're not going to make a living.
you're not
off
gonna make
of
a
it.
living. No.
Yeah.
And if you're gonna make a living, you got to hustle.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a hustle game.
So run us through what happened the first year. How were y'all getting customers, clients? What do y'all call them? Clients. I call them knuckleheads, drunk people on the boat.
Lots of those.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had one the other day. He had one drink and went from talking just like me and you are to falling over, and we were back at the dock at 9 o'clock in the morning.
That's how I'd be if I was drinking right now.
Oh. Wow. It was a lot.
So how did you start advertising or looking for clients and customers, and what did that first year look like?
The first year, I knew that I couldn't do it on my own. There was just, you got to have word of mouth, friends, and I went with a company that I look back at now. It was Fishing Booker. You pay them percentage, but they get you customers.
Yeah.
And I thought, if I can use Fishing Booker as the platform for 1 year to build a client base and get 80% of those people to come back and fish with me.
Yeah.
And then those 80% of the people that fish with me, if they come back, we have a good trip, they're going to tell somebody else. And then they're going to tell somebody else.
What percent does Fishing Booker take?
It depends. We know people that are running 30%.
Holy crud.
Yeah. And then you get 30, 20, or 10. And, we're not even on there anymore. I think we're on there, but I hadn't booked a trip in a year off of that thing. I mean, it's just, all mine are returning customers or word of mouth.
What are some of the biggest challenges in the fishing business?
The biggest challenge as far as between me and other boats?
No, just in general with work in the business.
Early mornings, late afternoons. It's so hot outside right now.
Yeah.
The sun drains you.
What time are you getting up on the average day?
4:30 in the morning.
Wow.
Usually, and I'm really lucky. Love my wife. She takes care of me so much. I get up in the morning.
She's right next to us, and she has a fishing knife.
Yeah, she does. She's looking at us crazy. We're a team. We've always been a team. We're always going to be a team. And she's mad at me right now, but we're a team.
She'll get over it.
Yeah. And
we could kick her out and lock the door if she gets too feisty.
But she is the only one in Port Aransas that gets up with their husband, makes breakfast, takes me to the boat ramp, launches the boat. She backs down, puts the boat in the water, and then I call her when I'm on my way in.
Yeah.
And she pulls up there. I don't even have to get out of the boat. I just drive it on the trailer, and she pulls me out.
That's the way to go.
And then I go home, get cleaned up, eat lunch.
Take a nap.
The wife's out washing the boat. She loves to wash the boat.
Man.
She cranks up the music and so you can eat off the floor of it. Everybody asks me, when'd you get this boat? It's a year and a half old. And they're like, it's so clean.
What have been some of the challenges that you've had working with your wife?
Now you're going to get me in trouble.
I mean, it's kind of a real thing. A lot of people work with their other halves, and it brings in a whole new, system or challenges into their relationship. So spit them out.
It does. All right, here's the thing. you're around each other all the time.
Yeah, for business and pleasure.
Yes. So you finally have to get to a point where, even when we came up here, I told her, no working. We're not looking at fishing, Google. We're not doing videos or anything else. We're just going to relax. So do not. Now, if somebody wants to book a trip, totally different story. Just book it and go on. But we're not doing videos. We're not talking fishing. We haven't even said the word fishing, except when we made the TikTok video over it.
That was a great video. I watched it last night. I hope it goes over well. That was a good video.
But that's the struggle. I mean, we're around each other so much. You know, you got to get to a point where I know she gets tired of me, so we have to just part ways sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody.
I know it doesn't matter who they are. You got to get away from them every now and then.
Yeah, I mean, if I was around you that much, I'd be like, I got to get away from this dude.
I know.
So, but you know what? I love it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I mean, how many people get to work with their family and make a living? And
One, just like the being able to back the trailer in so you don't have to get out is a gigantic hassle. And I got a buddy here, Cody Moore. We used to go pick up boats out of the boat ramp, and I can back it right in. He drives up. It's not even a process, you know.
Right.
Slap the hook on the front deal, crank it up, come up a little bit more, get out of there. But you do that with other people, talk about a nightmare.
And here's the funny thing. She'll back down. I'll drive the boat up on the trailer. I just keep it in gear.
Yeah.
Just go. And
Yeah.
I'll push her all the way out. So I don't even hook it up when I'm down in the water. So it's a matter of 10 seconds.
Yeah, that helps a ton, man. That's one of the most fun things to do is go to a boat ramp and watch people back in. It's just,
You know, we ought to do that. We ought to go get some recliners and a cooler and just go sit down there on a Saturday morning and holler at people.
you're always booked up fishing.
That's true. We'll do it at noon when I get back.
I know it'd be a good time. I need something else to pass time in Port A. Going to Port A for me is tough because it used to be the place that I just go and relax, and then now I go and it's like, shit, we got work. But I've been trying to not ignore work, but just go in and then turn it off. Go in, turn it off. But it's tough, especially during the summer, because it's just
Non-stop.
it's wild down there. For people that don't know, Port Aransas is kind of like, it's so busy with your work and everything down there that there is no off button. There's no mercy button. There's no, I mean, even for you guys, it means the boat has to be washed every day. It's got to be fueled. Lunch has to be made. Your rods have to be in order. And if you don't have those systems lined up and that stuff in order, you're up shit creek without a paddle.
Port A, if the guides down there that fish full time, I know most of us, I ran the last 21 days in a row before I came here. After I get done with here, I think I've got 2 days open in July. So, I mean, it's going to be another 28 days, 30, somewhere right around in there. It's just that time of the year. It's busy.
What does a normal day look like for you fishing?
As far as people,
Yeah, run us through the day. What's it look like? What's a fishing trip with Red Tag Guide Services look like? And then what is your schedule during that day?
All right. My schedule, of course, I wake up early every day. And the first thing that nobody thinks about, it's so hot down there, your bait won't survive in a live well. So you can't get it the day before and be ready. So we all have to go chase bait, catch it, or buy it before y'all get there. The bait stands typically don't open until 6 o'clock. Some of them 5:30, 6, somewhere in there. But so we're having to go chase bait before we even get ready to go fish. And then normally most of us pick up 6 o'clock, 6:15 in the morning. And a lot of us we'll start off trout fishing, go try and catch our trout. And if we limit out on trout, then we'll go over to redfish or vice versa. Black drum's pretty good right now too, and it's just we need some of this wind to lay down a little bit, and but like I said, the fishing's been good.
How long are the fishing trips usually?
Usually they're about 5 hours. So if we leave 6:15, we're usually back 11:30 somewhere, depending on, if I'm feeling a good vibe with everybody on the boat, we might sneak it out till noon, whatever. But if you're
painting the boat,
painting the boat, 11 o'clock on the money.
What's been some of the fun things that you've seen with guests on the boat, times that they've had that you remember?
The best times I've had on the boat, I have a 360 cam on the boat.
Oh, yeah.
And for me, the best times on the boat are the kids that have never fished before. Mm-hmm. Just like I still remember me holding a perch up. I've got little floaties on my arm, from where I was standing on a dock. I caught a little perch that was maybe 4 inches. I was just smiling like crazy. But to see the kids on the boat and their parents, when they catch that first redfish or first drum or trout, the smile on their faces, it's worth $1 million because they're so happy.
Yeah.
And if you get these kids on fish, they'll fish for the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
I know one in particular. She told me she didn't like fishing. Mm-hmm. And you might know her. But she told me, she said, I don't like fishing. She could be kin to you.
Maybe.
I'm pretty sure she is. I think it's your daughter.
Oh.
She told me one time we were out there, I don't like fishing.
Oh.
And then she hooked a fish.
Yeah.
And then next time she came back, she caught the big trout with us. And she just boom, boom, boom.
Yeah. They like to fish. All three of mine do for sure. And my
know.
son is hooked like crazy.
It's awesome.
I'd rather just be out on the boat, which you already know that, and doing whatever, just sitting there bullshitting.
Watching coyotes.
Yeah, watching coyotes, messing with the kids, whatever. But I don't know. I just don't. It's the same thing as hunting. I hunted myself out. Like it just doesn't do it. And I don't know. I do like watching Landon and them yanking those fish, so it's fun.
Lando catching that bull.
Yeah,
that was cool.
That dude's a fishing machine now. So, and he's hooked, and he's taking all his friends. And, as a parent, I'm going, Landon's 14 and his buddies are all fishing. And if I look back at what I was doing at 14, 15, 16, shit, I'll drive you to the ranch every weekend. Yep. No problem. So, I got to go to Dairy Queen, though, too, when we go. So it's mandatory after we fish.
Blizzards.
Mandatory. What else have been some of the challenges that you've had with the fishing stuff? What interrupts business, or what puts stress on you guys?
Stress for us is going to be weather more than anything. You get those days like right now where the thunder boomers are rolling in. I'm scared to death of lightning.
Man, it's the weather in Texas this year has been insane from Port A to Lubbock.
I know. It's
every other weekend it's something. And Port A, it'll be clear as a bell. And then here comes massive thunder for 30 minutes and then clear as a bell.
Yep. So then you got to run in, take everybody, get them under shelter and everything, and then try and go catch fish again after the lightning's been popping the water for 30 minutes.
Yeah.
That makes it tough because those fish do not like lightning either. It pushes them deep and they don't like it.
What's the process on client acquisition that y'all are getting or doing right now that is successful? Social media, or are you still have booking sites, or where are your customers coming from these days?
A lot of them are coming from social media. Believe it or not, TikTok. Mm-hmm. TikTok is it's a big portion of it. And of course, the biggest one is going to be word of mouth. Mm-hmm. It's just like I tell everybody, you get a good trip, they'll tell 10 people. You get a bad trip, they'll tell 20 people how bad it was. So You've got to work off those numbers of the good trips, because I don't care who you are. You fish every day.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a good trip every day. It's
Yeah.
not going to happen.
No, I can't stand when they say you're guaranteed to catch or you're guaranteed to shoot. It's like, no, we're not.
No.
And how much easier has it been to fill in your schedule after? How long have you been fishing now?
5 years.
How is it easier to fill the schedule at year 5 than it was at year 2 and year 3?
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, at year 1 and 2, we were, you just hope a lot because you're like, oh my gosh, like, is this just gonna happen?
Mm-hmm.
And matter of fact, I had a customer call me the other day. He was 3 days out. He said, "Hey man, the people I've booked you." It was one of my customers. He owns a company and he just pays me to take people fishing with his customers. He said the head guy had a heart attack. He had triple bypass, whatever. He's not going to be able to fish. I said, no problem. I'll book it. I think it took us 15 minutes. Yeah, it's 15 minutes, and I filled the spot back up, So it's been good. It's a lot easier now to fill the books up than it was when we started.
Yeah.
For sure.
Run us through the grind of even booking customers in the beginning. Like, how tough was it?
At the beginning, it was actually pretty easy because when they booked, I had a little piece of paper in my pocket, and I'd write their names down on it, and hey, yeah, we're going on this day. And now it's totally changed because on our website we have a direct book, a link to a direct booking.
What's the website address?
redtagguide.com, and you can go straight to the website. You can book right there. You can pay your deposit. It tells you everything you need to know about a fishing trip. And and I always tell everybody, even if you don't fish with me, do your research on your guide.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure they're not a weekend warrior, because I can promise you this. Even if they are a guide and they fish 2 days a week and they live somewhere else and come down there and go fish, they don't know the water like the people that live there.
Yeah.
It's not going to happen.
Well, you've been out on that water for how many years now?
27, and you still learn something new every day.
Yeah. And it's not a gigantic area that you go into either. So it might take you, how long does it take you to run out to get to your fishing spots?
10 to 15 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a guy there. He's a legend. Can I say his name?
Why not?
There's a guy there named D. Wallace. He's
Captain
D. Wallace, excuse me. But he told me, he says, if you can't make a living within 2 miles of this marina, you don't need to be fishing here. I said, got it. So, and that's what I've tried to make a 2 mile circle, And of course, half that circle's gone because that's the ocean side. So
Yeah.
you don't even have to fish that side.
That's where Lincoln caught that big red right across the channel.
Yeah. That was a monster.
I know. We went fishing with Randy one day, and I said, this little young kid, my smallest, is going to catch the biggest fish. Guaranteed. And Randy's like, okay, yeah, sure. And then now, boom, he catches the biggest one. They got a good picture of him laying with that thing over his whole chest.
It was like 38 inches.
And then the damn dolphin grabbed that thing. What a waste of a good fish.
Yeah, ate it.
What a waste of a good fish. You're just playing with that thing like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Poor redfish. Just in his own little world at the time, gets yanked out by Lincoln and then taken by a dolphin.
We had a trout the other day, and the dolphin will come up and take the trout off the hook. And
They will?
Oh, yeah. And I kept telling the guys, like, we're struggling. I mean, I'm trying to get fish in the boat, and finally I landed in a spot, and we had like 7 trout, and we needed 2 more. Guy flips one in the boat, so we got 8, and I'm like, all right, 1 more trout, and I've made a board out of this, like we've got some fish. He's sitting there, and he's got probably an 18, 20-inch trout on the line, and he goes, hey, look, a dolphin. And I'm like, get it out of the water, get it out of the water. About that time, that dolphin just whoop, grabs it and takes off with it. I'm like, really?
Will they hold it and they'll rip it so hard the hook will come out?
Oh, yeah.
wonder if that'll mess up the old dolphin stomach. They
No,
don't.
because they'll grab that fish and they just swim off with it. They know when it's hooked. Trust me,
Dang.
because they'll go all the way around that boat
Yeah.
and you won't see them. You'll just see them come up and get air.
Mm-hmm.
And then you hook up to a fish and all of a sudden they're under the boat
Oh,
right there just doing circles. They know.
those things are so smart.
They are. They are crazy smart.
Yeah. That's the kind of stuff that makes, a fishing trip isn't just about catching fish.
Oh, there's so much to see down there.
Yeah, there's a lot to learn. Randy knows, the water, and you can see the dolphins. You can see, crabs, just all the wildlife. We sat there one time and calling coyotes in the flats. And when do you see a coyote swimming?
Yeah.
And I didn't even know they do. You see deer out there swimming. You see pigs out there swimming. So even if you're not into fishing and you have one or two people, it's worth it to take the trip.
There was a coyote in the middle of the channel, the ship channel, swimming across.
I like to see a dolphin get that.
Oh, that'd be fun. Oh, that'd be fun.
Well, what does
Oh, hold on. Before you back to the dolphins.
yeah,
They had a dolphin jump in a boat the other day.
really?
Yeah.
Oof.
It actually tore up a little bit of the boat.
I bet. Did they get it on camera?
No.
I had we were at Lake McQueenie.
What lake?
I know. This is when it had water, and we're sitting there. We tied up the boat, and here comes a big old 5-6 pound bass. Just jumped up and landed in the boat.
Sweet.
I thought, damn, this is wild. What does the future look like for you guys? What do you guys have planned for fishing? Is it fish till you can't walk, or you ever want to bring anybody else on, or you like your, you and the wife as the employees, or what? Do you have plans for the future in this, or?
We've always said we wanted to get a small fleet, of. Now, when I say small fleet, which 2, 3, 4 boats, that would be ideal.
Yeah, Landon Bonner, are you listening? You need a job?
Yeah, I need another captain.
Yeah.
And but that would be ideal, just something where finally, eventually, I could get back and just book the trips and fill the boats up.
Fish with who you want to fish with.
There you go.
Yeah.
That way, it's not such a grind of fishing 30 days this month, 30 days that month. And
What's the schedule look like in the winter?
winter's pretty, October, November actually are really busy. And then December kind of shuts down. January, at the end of January, at the end of February. If you want to catch fish, I tell everybody, those 2 months right there, it gets crazy. We start getting these low tides. When you get the low tides, the fish run up and they get really shallow and they get stuck in spots. Well, my boat will get in those spots. It will run in 4 inches of water, run in 6 inches of water. I mean, it's made for skinny water.
Yeah.
That's when we start going, and I tell people, we'll run in there, we'll get all of our black drum, redfish, and it's just on fire.
Yeah. Isn't that awesome?
Wow. I hope y'all heard that.
Yeah, it's so sweet. The jet just took off.
I think it was Tom Cruise.
It's probably Uncle Todd. Who knows where he's going? For those that don't know, the podcast studio's right next to the runway, about 100 feet away, which I like. But sometimes the helicopter flight school here will sit there with them wound up, 2 hangers down.
Oh,
And then it gets too loud to talk. You're like, all right, can y'all go away?
but that was cool.
Yeah, it is neat. It is neat. This was my dream, to have an office, or a spot next to the airport to kind of be able to do this stuff. So the airplane noise does not bother me at all.
Oh, it's cool.
It's neat to see. What else? What are some of the challenges that you've had living on a tiny island and working out of a tiny island?
Everybody knows everybody.
Yeah.
You know how it is. You're down there. And if you don't know them, the person standing next to you knows them. So
Yeah.
everybody is in your business all the time. It doesn't matter who it is. You can say somebody's name and they're like, "Oh yeah, they know you," and it's just like, wow, you know. And honestly, it's really cool. It's like living in an ultra small town because
Yeah.
I think the population is what 3,000. Like
I don't know what it is.
I think it's 3,000 locals, and everybody knows everybody.
But they do have a good sense of community down there too, and we deliver pizzas everywhere for free to
School,
everywhere. It doesn't matter where.
Police
We
departments.
don't
No.
discriminate. We take it to the convenience stores. We
Yeah.
take it to the hair salon. We take it to hotels.
Yeah.
You name it, we go there. And I'll walk in somewhere, and if I have a Sketty shirt on, they'll say, "Oh, your dad was just here yesterday," or and I like it. And the reason that I do it is more because of the surprise of you getting lunch at lunch, because it's never happened to me. Nobody, I mean, yeah, of course, somebody's brought me lunch a couple of times, but I knew it was coming.
Right.
But
to show up.
down there, we, a pizza shows up 11:30. It's like, "Hey, thanks for being y'all. We're from Seafood and Spaghetti Works. Here's a pizza." And
And you know what? Everybody's so busy on that island.
yeah,
You're trying to get somewhere, get food, get home, wherever, eat lunch real quick. So that's a good thing, They can go
Yeah.
sit there and eat lunch and not have to worry about getting up trying to get through traffic.
yeah. What would you tell somebody that hasn't been to Port Aransas?
If you haven't been to Port Aransas, it's a laid-back fishing community. There's lots to do. I mean, there's so much to do in Port Aransas that people don't take. Lots of people don't do. You've got UTMSI.
That's University of Texas Science Institute.
Right. And they've got the aquariums there and everything else. And I think it's open daily. It's free. You got the birding center. You can go see Boots, the big old alligator.
Yeah.
And, of course, you got the fishing, nightlife,
A beach that you can drive on, park your car right there.
walk to the water,
Yeah.
take the jetty boat over to the jetties. You can take that jetty boat over there and get on that private island.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 20 miles long, and as long as you stay on the beach side,
Yeah.
you can walk all the way up it, I think,
Yeah. Port Aransas has a lot to offer.
a lot. I like taking everybody out to the shipwreck.
I don't know if I've been out there yet. Can you see the ship?
You can see it on the sonar.
Oh.
I think you can see it if you're parasailing.
Or the water's clear.
Yeah, it'd have to be real clear
Yeah.
because it's about 10 feet below the surface.
I haven't seen it. We'll have to go next trip.
Sounds like a plan.
What would Captain, I call Randy Randall. But what would Captain Randy tell a young entrepreneur? What would you tell your 20-year-old self at this point, or what advice would you give yourself?
If you want to do anything in life, you have to go get it. Nobody is just going to give it to you. So you have to go out and work for it. Bust your ass to get what you want. People tell me all the time, there's no jobs out there. Yes, there are. There's plenty of jobs out there. You just don't want to go out there and get it. Go get it.
Yeah, I think people expect it to be a lot easier than it is.
Oh, and if you want to get in this field and you're expecting it to be easy, you got it wrong. It's not go out there on the boat and just. The days that make it so easy are the days you drive out there, you land on fish, you catch fish, everybody's happy, and just then you get out there the days that you your phone starts ringing at 8:30 in the morning, and I can always tell. I'll see boats driving by, then the phone starts ringing. Then WTF, where the fish, where the fish, where the fish. And then it's like, oh no, it's going to be one of those days. And everybody's, calling this person, call that person. And it's a tight-knit community, especially with the fishing guides. You get certain ones that talk to this group. You get certain ones that talk to this group. And hopefully the guide you're fishing with has a pretty good group too, because, you know, if you're covering 3 times as much water with 3 boats, it just helps everybody out.
Yeah.
But those are the days that just your stress level goes up.
I
'Cause you're
think-
trying to keep people happy.
I know. I feel like from my perspective, if we don't catch fish, we don't catch fish. But I can imagine from the fishing guide's perspective that job is to catch fish. You guys are like, oh, just going crazy.
And the worst thing on the boat, a bad day's fishing is better than a good day at the office. And I'm like, this is my office. This is my office. And I'm just like, oh, come on.
I think you guys probably take it a little harder than the guys actually fishing. But then you do get the hardcore guys that think they know everything. You're like, where's the fish? You didn't take them to us.
Yeah, you didn't take me to the good spots.
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't worry about it. I'd make sure the ice chest is full of beer when I go. Which I don't need it anymore. But back in the old days, just take a bunch of beer and
Take a
life
bunch of
is
beer,
grand.
you was good.
Yeah, life is grand. Well, tell us again where anybody can find you guys to book a fishing trip.
You can find us at Red Tag Guide Service, or you can call us at 361-230-2065. And that'll get you in touch with the hooker booker.
The hooker booker. That's the wrong kind of trip, Randy. We're just trying to hook up.
Oh, but no, that phone number I gave you, that'll get you in touch with Amy. She's the one that runs all the books. And so if you call me, I'm out on the water, I'm going to give you her phone number and tell you to call her, because I'm fishing. I'm not looking at the computer.
You're not going to be on the phone from till 1 o'clock or so. Yeah. And then where are all the fishing trips out of?
Right now we're running basically out of Port Aransas. I pretty much 99% of my trips come out of Port Aransas, and have a good time over there. It's easy to get in, get out.
Yeah.
Deep Sea Headquarters, been running out there for a while. It's really nice, right there by the boat ramp.
After they catch all their fish, what are they doing with these things?
I tell all my people to take them over to Spaghetti Works and do the cook your catch. And everybody that they always call me and they always give me a thumbs up there. I've never had anybody say, man, that was absolutely terrible. Everybody's like, this is awesome.
And you only need, to feed 2 or 3, 4 or 5 people, you only need a couple fish.
Oh yeah, everybody thinks that they can eat way more fish than they want. I had a couple came in the other day and they were like, we got 4 people. And I said, all right, you need 3 fish. And they were like, oh no, we need 7. And I was like, okay. So I gave them 7 fish. They went to, I don't know where they went. They went somewhere else, but they went in there and they cooked all 7 of them.
Yeah.
And we went in there and they were like, man, we got so much fish left. I'm like, I told you.
Yeah.
You can't eat that much fish.
Yeah, once they catch the fish, I'd suggest getting the fish cooked a few different ways: fried, grilled, blackened.
Try it all different ways.
Yeah.
That's what I tell everybody.
And the chefs back there actually like to get creative with it, so they'll make all kinds of stuff.
Make some special sauces for it. And everything.
Yeah.
It's good.
They do all kind. They have a spicy Asian stuff that they'll put on there with avocado and sesame. They make all kinds of stuff and they enjoy it. If it's Friday night and 7 or 8 o'clock, I would suggest not doing it about that time at any restaurant.
Nowhere.
In Port Aransas, but lunch or an early dinner would be good for anybody that was going to get their fish cooked up there, and then they don't have to haul it home or whatever. But if they do,
and it makes it so easy because after my guy cleans it, it's ready to cook. It's not. You're not having to work with it or anything. You just walk into the restaurant, hand them a bag, and they take the fish, and it's ready to rock and roll.
Yeah. Well, like I said, an hour passes by pretty dang fast in here.
Wow. That was quick.
Isn't that crazy?
It is.
But I'm glad y'all got to come down. This was a little different. They drove in from Port Aransas, which is really 2.5, 3 hours from here, and stayed the night. We had a good time yesterday, and you guys got a day off and then came in and busted out a podcast. So I hope it's been a good little trip for you guys.
Yeah, it's been great.
You did not catch any fish in Lake McQueenie.
No,
Nor did we catch a sheep.
I tried to catch a sheep, but
Yeah, you need a longer lasso. Have that thing towing you across the empty lake bed. There'll be water in there next time y'all want to come visit. I think it's supposed to go back up in November.
November, I want to come back and see that lake. And you can follow me on my TikTok too. It's at Captain Randy _Randy Laurrell.
He doesn't even know his own TikTok. Captain Randy _Laurrell.
Randy Laurrell.
Yeah,
Yeah, Randy Laurrell.
he's on there making some fun videos. But anyway, well, I'm going to get to work. I got to go to beautiful Schulenburg, Texas
Schulenburg.
to go put together one of the swing sets like we have at Beer House.
Sweet.
Because some idiot put a sign on the
If you
furniture
want
and
If
stuff.
you want this, call this guy.
And we've done, I think this is the third one.
Oh, wow.
So, and they're anywhere from Austin to Dallas to Schulenburg. And so
Is this the square ones?
Yeah.
That have all the swings on them?
off we go.
There you go.
But anyway, I enjoyed it. Again, Red Tag Guide Service. Find him on TikTok. He's on Instagram. And it's always a good time. Everybody that I've sent to Red Tag has had a good time. Randy's laid back, easy to get along with. I guess the only time he really gets stressed is when he's not catching fish.
That's it.
So that's all for now. We enjoyed it. Thank you
right.
for coming.
Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah.